Gosh, it just really seems like you guys think that TO is a cancer. I wonder which kind. Moving on to the Final Four. It's finalized to North Carolina is going to take on Villanova. Michigan State's set to battle UConn. Are you guys happy with this field, and who's going to win it all? Brandon Smith, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
I'm happy with this field because 2 of my Final Four picks made it, Michigan State and North Carolina, so I'm pretty satisfied with how everything worked out. I think as far as the games are concerned, I can see UConn and North Carolina going on to duel the national championship.
All right, there you go. NC, same as Barack Obama's pick. That might be political, I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and go to Nate Alcorn. Do you like this field, and who do you got winning it?
I say hail to the chief, Wade. Obama's got the right pick at UNC. They're on a mission. Hasbro came back looking only one to win this championship. Lawson's playing through his toe crap. So I really like UNC, and I love the Final Four. It's not what most people were expecting, which makes for some interesting matchups and some good games. But I think UNC will come out on top.
Tar Heels definitely have that basketball tradition, which should help them. But Matt McFadden, you got anybody different than the Tar Heels?
I'm pretty mad this year's Final Four. I only have one team left in UConn, and I think his team to beat will dominate the rest of the way and win it. But State and Villanova upsetting Duke and Louisville kind of messed me up there.
Yeah, I had way too many upsets in my bracket as well, especially that Oklahoma-North Carolina game. That was a good one, but again, NC won. Too bad. So I'm going to have to make my second cut today, and just because he also had upsets in his bracket, he's spared, so I'm going to have to cut you, Nate Alcorn. See you. Bye.
I got nothing to say. I'm screwed just like my bracket.
All right, there you go. You heard it from the Masters. So that leaves only 2 guys now, Brandon J. Smith and Matt McFadden, dueling it out in our last 3 rounds here. All right, so we're going to go, actually, just one more round. The final question, that's right, for all the marbles, and it comes from the western part of the NBA. We have, the teams that are 2 through 7 are really close, about 2 games apart. So with that being said, and the Lakers being dominant in that conference, who do you maybe see matching up against the Lakers if you got it? But overall, who do you got in the Western Conference Finals? Brandon J. Smith, go ahead and get us going.
I'm about to go with the Lakers and Spurs. The Lakers are clearly the best team in the West right now. They have Kobe, scorer. Oh, damn it. Can I start again?
Yeah. Don't talk so fast, man.
Yeah. Like I had a word, but then I just, all right. I got the Lakers and Spurs in the Western Conference champions this year. The Lakers are going to be there because they're the best team right now. I also have the Spurs because every year they're consistently good. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker are a slam dunk to be there throughout the entire process. So I can see those 2 going together and the Spurs going on to beat the Lakers, make the finals.
All right, big predicament there. Kobe behind me here. He might get knocked out by the Spurs, according to Brandon J. Smith. Matt McFadden, who do you got in the Western Conference Finals?
I think the Rockets are the second best team in the West this year, but unfortunately they still won't make it out of the first round. So I'm going to have to go with Utah. Their big man play with Boozer and Kirilenko and even Okur this year really proves to me that they deserve it, and I think they can go far in the West.
That'd be very interesting to see if Utah can make it back to play the Lakers there in that Western Conference Finals. And it is so interesting, I'm going to deem my winner, Matt McFadden, this week. That's right, last week I didn't give it to Chuck because of the yellow shirt. This week I'm going to have to give it to Matt, not because of the yellow shirt, but just because he was phenomenal today. Matt, what's your FaceTime? Come on, buddy, impress me.
The Arizona Wildcats this year show that they deserve to be in the tournament. They made it to the Sweet 16, and after being the last team selected in the tournament. So I'm going to have to give props to my boys down in Tucktown, U of A Wildcats basketball, even without Lute Olson. But next year, unfortunately, they're screwed.
U of A basketball, huh? Representing the Wildcats. That should interest you, some of you fans here on Jacked Up. But guess what? That's all the time we have. Congratulations to Matt McFadden, who is our champion for today. Of course, this has been Jacked Up, brought to you by www.jackcentral.com. You can also check us out on the web at YouTube. Thanks for joining us today, Brandon J. Smith, Nate Alcorn, and Chuck Constantino, and of course, Matt McFadden. I have been Wade McMillin. We'll see you next time, only here on Jacked Up. What's
Rolling down the highway like a rocket, got 'em headed to town now. Can't stop it with the wheel in my hand as I stand on the floor of the boat of this car on the road. Got this woman in the backseat, she my wifey in the